Blood Frenzy from 1984 starts itself off very quickly with a child off camera noodling with the lever on a Jack-in-the-Box. After Jack the Clown pops out to greet us, whoever this kid's father is stumbles into the room clearly drunk off his ass and yelling shit about, "Where did you get that toy from? And we don't have enough money for that crap," as he keeps swigging his skunk piss in a bottle.
Where did you get that? We ain't got no money for that crap!
Right here at the beginning is the first kill of the film that is basically a really thin skeleton, which sets up the build towards what takes place in the last 30 minutes or so. And to be honest, the last 30 minutes are worth sitting through beyond the first 50, because Blood Frenzy ended up being somewhat of a journey. An unnecessary journey filled with adults in their 30s and 40s insulting each other like 13-year-olds who are about to start high school. Dave and Rick even get into a hilarious fist fight because Dave thought it would be funny to yell "incoming" to set off Rick's PTSD from Vietnam. So he gets up off the ground and starts getting rowdy.
Jerk! Jerk!
Stop it!
I honestly don't know if a therapist has ever done this in real life before, or if you even can do something like this as a licensed psychologist, but really the whole idea behind this flick is a doctor who sets up this trip to take a group of people that have zero business being together at all, way out in the desert to do quote-unquote confrontational therapy with one another that just ends up being a complete disaster. You have a womanizer, a woman that is obsessed with sex, an alcoholic who still drinks while they are on the trip somehow, a bitter lesbian that completely hates men, another woman that doesn't like to be touched at all, and a stoic Vietnam vet with serious PTSD issues. I know for the movie's sake that these characters were put together to create all of these ridiculous moments and fights and things like that, but if you were an actual therapist, there would be no logical way to try to homogenize these people together in the middle of nowhere in the Mojave. But that's the meat of Blood Frenzy. Adults who have serious mental issues making fun of each other in a desert bookended by slit throats and a pretty messed up final act. Damn, this Jack-in-the-Box needs to be tuned. This is kind of harsh because your kid has a Jack-in-the-Box, isn't it?
Steal this? Beg for it? You think you're going to get away? You think your old man is stupid?
This kid's father tripped on a giant Lifesavers container. If that isn't irony in this moment, I don't know what is. I've been this guy before.
Was that? Huh? Was that? Huh?
This chick beat me to it.
Ice cream for breakfast?
At least that's better than beer.
I don't know why this exchange made me laugh. It's so stupid and pointless.
Hey! Hey, I found something!
What is it?
It's a nickel. 1959D. Wonder what it's worth.
5 cents, asshole.
This whole scene shows what real winners we're dealing with here.
So we decided to go for it, and it felt great. So the next time I parachuted, I didn't wear anything but the straps and boots.
Nude skydiving?
Sure. I wanted the whole world to see me when I dived.
Skydiving. Muff diving is a lot more fun.
I'll leave it to you to debase something beautiful.
Oh yeah, the expert muff diver speaks.
Muff diving. Like pearl diving.
Dory, why are you so bitter against Dave?
Because he's a bastard.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
I mean, dirty-minded, dirty-mouthed, asshole bastard.
I'd say it's Miss Parsons with the problem, not me. You see, maybe if she'd had herself a real man.
How would you know what I've had? And what would you know about a real man? What do they call it, Doctor? The Casanova complex.
Finally, a second kill followed by that terrible Jack-in-the-Box music.
Get enough, huh?
Blood Frenzy is one of those more obscure slashers from the late 80s that likes to take its time, Zits and Zombies. The initial kill is right at the beginning with the kid gouging their dad's neck with a garden tool over a Jack-in-the-Box. Then the next kill doesn't happen until about the 36-minute mark, and in between is a bunch of nonsense with these pathetically broken individuals who can't seem to stop indulging in what got them into this therapy group in the first place, and lots of childish actions and petty insults. Seems legit. It all leads up to an ending that is pretty solid at least, and once you find out everything before Cassie gets tied up for the slaughter, it's really worth it. Also, Lonnie's laugh as him and his sister are tying up Cassie is pretty disturbing. I'll leave you with that and the fact that if you can find Blood Frenzy to watch somewhere, I'd say go for it. Just don't get lost in the desert.
Eat hearty, fellow nut bars. This is the last real meal for 72 hours.
Last tap beer for 72 hours. I guess we gotta make do with bottles and cans.
Oh, too bad. You're really roughing it.